Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'm only going to be crocheting red plushies. So I have 6 plushies picked out to make, and some of them are completely red and some of them have other colored details, but I'm going to count them as long as the main color is red. So the plushies on my list are a cardinal, a sleeping dragon, a strawberry hoodie bear, a strawberry loaf cat, a crab, and a dinosaur. The only one that I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to do yet is the strawberry hoodie bear, because all of the pictures that I've seen of people doing them that have the red hoodie have a pink body, and I don't know if I want to do a red hoodie and a red body. I don't know how that would look, so I still haven't decided if I'm going to do that yet because I feel like it might be cheating if the body color is pink, but I haven't decided yet. If I don't end up doing that one, I'll probably pick out a different plushie to make. It was actually pretty hard to pick plushies to make for this video because there's not a ton of things that I can make that are red. The only things that I could think of at the beginning were like a dragon and a strawberry. So I went on Instagram and I just looked up red crochet plushies, but I ended up finding 6 different plushies to make. I can also use any yarn. It doesn't have to be a specific type of yarn. So I think I'm going to start with the first plushie on the list, which is a cardinal. And I think I'm either going to use Naughty Pony or Big Twist Posh. I have a lot of Posh in red, so I might make it in Posh because I don't really use that yarn that much and I want to use it up. So the cardinal pattern that I picked is by Lilia Crochets and Chloe Crochet Canada. I'll put their names on the screen. But it's this cute little cardinal. It looks like it's going to be pretty quick to make. So this is the Posh yarn. I don't know what the color names are because I don't have the labels anymore. I feel like this is a really pretty cardinal red. And I have a bunch of it, so I might end up making more cardinals at some point. But for now, I'm just going to be making one. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on this one. So I finished the cardinal. It didn't take too long. I think maybe it took me like 20 minutes, but I don't like the way it turned out. Here it is. I don't know what happened. It does not look like the picture. I feel like the body looks really long and skinny, and if it was like squished more like that, it would look better. I don't know. I don't know what I did. I'm sure it was me and not the pattern, but I don't like it. So I don't know if I'm going to be making this pattern again, but I might find a different cardinal pattern at some point. I mean, you can still tell what it is, but I don't really like it. So that's the first red plushie. The next plushie on my list is a sleeping dragon, and that pattern is by Nooks Hooks. So I'm going to go ahead and pick out 2 different red colors, and then I'll show you once I have those picked. So I think I have the colors picked out. I have this paint box yarn that I've been trying to use up. I really don't like this yarn. It sheds way too much, but I'll probably at least use up most of it with this dragon. And then I have this Parfait Chunky in the color Rust, I think. So I'm going to get started on this, and I'll update you later. I just finished the dragon, so here it is. I think it's so pretty. I love the sleeping dragon pattern, and I did need a couple more of these because I sold most of them. So I'm glad I made another one. And I did almost use up that skein of yarn. This is what I have left, and hopefully I'll be able to use that up in this video. And then there's one more skein of a different brand of yarn that I would like to use up in this video also. It's not quite as bad as the paint box yarn, but I still don't really like it. It sheds a little too much. So the next project on my list is the Strawberry Hoodie Bear, but I think I'm going to save that for last because I'm still trying to decide if I want to make one of those in this video. I don't know if it would be cheating or not to use like a darker pink for the main body color because the only thing that's going to be red is the hoodie, and I don't even think that's 50% of the bear. It might just be too pink. I'll decide later in the video, but for now, the next project that's on my list is a Strawberry Loaf Cat. The Loaf Cat pattern that I use is by Annie Caraway Art, and usually I will make them in Bernat Blanket, but I actually don't have Bernat Blanket in red, so I think I might use Parfait Plush. So I'm going to go grab that yarn. So this is the Parfait Plush, and it's in the color Poppy. And then I will probably use some kind of darker green for the leaves. So I'm going to go ahead and make the Loaf Cat, and I'll probably show it to you once it's done. I finished the Strawberry Cat, so here it is. I think it turned out so cute. I don't know if I love the seeds that I embroidered. I think they're okay. I just freehanded this little strawberry top, But I'm sure if you wanted to make one of these, you could probably find a free pattern or a tutorial or something on Instagram or YouTube for one of these. And then I love the little green nose that I gave it. I think it's adorable, and I really hope he sells. So that is my third plushie for the video. I have 3 more left on my list. The next plushie on my list is a crab. This was also one of the first things that I thought of when I was trying to decide on what to make for this video. And the pattern that I ended up deciding on is Wonder Crochet's No Sew Crab pattern. So this is the pattern. I think it's so cute. I don't know if I want to do the standing or the laying crab. I might do the standing one this time and then make the laying one later. But I think it's adorable. So I'm going to get this pattern and I'm going to pick out a color for it, which it's probably going to be this one and the other skein that I don't like. So that's probably the yarn that I'm going to use, and I will update you guys later. I just finished crocheting the crab. So here it is. I think it's adorable. This is one of my favorite crab patterns that I've seen. I definitely want to do the laying one next time, but I think this one is so cute. And I think I like the way this one looks a little more than the laying one. And I did end up adding a mouth, and I also embroidered some white acrylic yarn around the eyes, and I love the way that looks. I think it made it look like 10 times cuter with the mouth and the eye embroidery. And he can sit on his own. I think he would be so cute in my market booth. But I would definitely recommend this pattern, and really all of Wonder Crochet's patterns. I love her patterns so much. And honestly, this didn't take too long. I actually wasn't expecting to finish this today because I've been having a lot of hand pain, but I took a break for about like 30 minutes to an hour and my hand pain kind of went away. So I ended up crocheting this, and I got all the way to the part that I needed to add stuffing, and I ran out of polyfill. I have a 10-pound box of polyfill, and I only just bought that 10-pound box 2 months ago, so it only takes me 2 months to go through 10 pounds of polyfill, which is crazy. But I'm going to Walmart to buy another box this evening, so I probably won't be able to crochet very much else today, if anything, because I don't even know what time I'm going to Walmart. But I ran out before I finished stuffing the plushie completely, and so I had to use this other stuffing that I have that I bought in another vlog that I posted, I think in November or December, and it was like a travel vlog where I was showing you what I was crocheting while I was on vacation, and I ended up running out of the stuffing that I had brought with me because I did a lot more crocheting than I thought I was going to. And so I went to the store and I found this stuffing next to the polyfill, and I was like, this is a couple dollars cheaper. I think I'm just going to get this one, not realizing that it was not going to be the same at all. It's this fiber fill, and I hate the way it feels. I did use it, but obviously not very much because I still have this whole bag. I was wondering what to do with it, but I guess I'll just be using it whenever I'm out of stuffing. But it's not my favorite, and when I used it in my plushies while I was on vacation, it made the plushies feel kind of strange. So I really don't like it that much, but I realized that if you mix it with regular polyfill, it does not feel that different. It does feel a little squishier, and if you use it by itself, you can kind of mold the plushie with your fingers, and I don't really like that. But when you mix it with polyfill, it's not too bad. So I guess I can just mix it with polyfill from now on. But the next project that I'm going to be making for this video is a splooting dinosaur. The pattern is by Snugglebeans Crochet, and it's the mini splooting dinosaur. And I'm probably going to use a different shade of red because I've been using all the same shade pretty much except for this weird little cardinal. But I want to use a darker shade of red, I think, and maybe I will use up this little bit for the details. Also, on the crab, I did use up that, I think it's called Rome yarn, and I used that up. I realized it's not nearly as bad as the paint box yarn. I actually really liked using it after crocheting with the paint box yarn for this whole dragon. So I used that up, and I ended up running out before I was done. So this is the Rome yarn. This is Parfait Chunky in the color Poppy. And so those were the only two similar colors I could find, and they're not exactly the same. I don't know if you can tell on camera. I think you can, because the eyes and all of the limbs are in the Rome yarn, and this is Parfait Chunky. It's not the same color, but I don't think it's too noticeable. I know as soon as I take it out in the sun, it's going to look bad, because that happened to me with the zebra one time. I used Big Twist Posh because I was trying to use that up, and I used it up halfway through the body, and then I had to change color. I had to change to Baby Bear because that's the only other thing I had, and I was like, wow, that doesn't look noticeable at all. And I think I said that in a video. I was like, it doesn't look noticeable at all. And then I took it out in the sun for a market, and the Baby Bear is slightly more of an off-white. It's not quite as pure of a white, and I didn't even use off-white. I used the regular white, and it looked dirty. I haven't sold it. I've had it for a couple months, maybe 3 months. I don't know, but it has not sold, and I think that might be why. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that, but I know as soon as I take this plushie out in the sun, it's going to be very noticeable. But it's okay. He's still cute. I'm sure someone will love him. So I'm going to take a break from crocheting because I can't really do anything without stuffing. And once I get stuffing, I'll start crocheting the dinosaur, and I'll update you guys later. So it's actually the next day. I got the stuffing last night, but I just didn't have time to crochet anything after I got back home. So I have another 10-pound box of stuffing under my desk. And so now I can start working on the dinosaur. So the colors that I picked were Honey Bunny in color 55. This is going to be the main body color of the dinosaur. And then the paint box yarn for the spikes. Hopefully I will use this up. I'm not sure. But those are the colors that I'm going to use. And it's the pattern by Snuggle Beans Crochet. I think I already said that. So I'm going to go ahead and work on this, and I'll probably just show it to you once it's done. I just finished making the dinosaur. So here it is. I think it's really cute. I don't know if I love the color combination, but I don't think it's bad. It's really cute though, and I think the more I look at it, the more I like it. So there's that one, and I did not end up finishing this paint box yarn. I have this much left, so I'm just going to throw this in my scrap bag and deal with it later. So for my final project, I don't want to do the strawberry hoodie bear. I mean, I want to do the strawberry hoodie bear, but I just feel like that would be cheating. So instead, I decided to pick out a different pattern, which I had a lot of trouble with finding another pattern, but I ended up deciding to just do a strawberry. So I am going to be making Avalon's strawberry pattern, and it's her strawberry pillow pattern, but I'm not going to be using jumbo yarn, so it's not going to be a pillow size. This is a free pattern on her Instagram, and I believe it's a free tutorial on her YouTube channel. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure it is. And I have this red that I want to use up. It's very dark for a strawberry, I think, but I'm going to try it anyway. It's this Baby Snuggle in color 26. It's super dark. I think it looks even darker on camera, but I don't know if it's a great strawberry color, but I'm going to use it anyway. And I'm also going to use Parfait Chunky in the color Sage, and I think these are so pretty together. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this since I want to use it up. I have a whole nother skein of this too, so I don't know how much yarn this is going to use. Probably not the whole thing, but I'm going to get started on this, and I'll update you guys later. So I'm not quite done with the strawberry, but I just sewed on the leaf. All I have left to do is embroider the little seeds, but I just realized after I tied off the yarn and tucked in the ends, I somehow sewed on the strawberry top so crooked. How did I do that? I pinned it on and I made sure, like I checked it like 3 times to make sure that the stem was lined up with the final round of the strawberry, and it's completely crooked. I already fastened off, tucked in the ends and everything, so I don't really know what to do. But it looks terrible. I don't know how I did that, but I pinned it on with these little pins. So I don't know how that happened. I wonder if it's noticeable if you put it on the side like that. I don't know. I might just keep it like this because it's not going to be like standing up like that. It's going to be on its side. So I don't think it's actually quite as noticeable on the side like that. I might just keep it like that. So I'm going to go ahead and embroider the seeds, and then I'll decide officially what I'm going to do. I'm officially done with the strawberry, but before I show you what it looks like, I just wanted to show you the loaf cat again because I decided to add some white around the eyes because I was looking at the crab and I just loved the cartoony look with the white around the eyes. So I thought it would look really cute with the loaf cat because it's already like a cartoony kind of plushie because it's a strawberry cat. So I decided to add the white embroidery around the eyes, and I love the way it looks. It's so cute. I definitely think it adds something to this plushie. It makes it have a little bit more of a personality. So I love the way that turned out. But now I'm going to show you the strawberry. So here it is. I absolutely love the way it turned out. Even though the stem and the leaf is a little crooked, I don't think it's super noticeable, and I really don't know how to take it off and sew it back on unless I like cut the strings, but I really don't want to do that because that's going to be really hard and I might accidentally cut the leaf and then have to remake the leaf too. So I'm just going to leave it like this for now. If it's like this, it's definitely noticeable, but if it's like this, it's not that big of a deal. But I decided to do the little heart seeds like Avalon did on hers, and they are so cute. And I definitely like the color. I like it so much more than I thought I was going to. It's very pretty. And I did use up most of the skein. I didn't use up the whole skein, so it's kind of flat, but I still have quite a bit left. Also, after using the paint box yarn, Baby Snuggle is not bad at all. But a few minutes ago when I finished it, I put it up right here and I realized that it looks so cute with this Highland cow that I made, and you'll see it in my next vlog. But it's this cute little Highland cow. The pattern is by Loops and Knots Crochet, and it looks so cute holding the strawberry. I kind of want to sew the strawberry onto the cow, but I don't think I'm going to because first of all, it's going to make it more expensive, and people don't really like to buy my higher priced items as much at events. So there's that, and also the Highland cow is just cute by itself. But that's not a part of this video, so I'm going to put this back. But that was the final plushie for this video, so I'm going to go ahead and go through all of the plushies one more time, just so you can see everything all together. So first was this little bird. Yeah, that's it. And then I believe the next one was the sleeping dragon. I really like this one. In the past, I've done a red sleeping dragon with orange details, and I thought that was cute, but I think I like this one a little bit more. And then, of course, the little strawberry cat, which I just showed you. And then the little dinosaur. I don't know why I said it like that. Super cute. I always love adding giant eyes to these little sploots. And then, of course, the strawberry. So those are all of the plushies. Oh, wait, I forgot to show you the crab. Here is the crab, which honestly, I think this one is my favorite. Let me know which one is your favorite. This one is just so cute. I'm definitely going to be making some more of these. And it really didn't take too long to make. But now I'm done showing you all the plushies. I can't believe I forgot my favorite one. Definitely make sure to let me know which one is your favorite. And I would love to do this challenge again. I want to do this challenge for every color. So next I would do orange. Let me know what types of plushies you would want me to make for different colors. I would love some suggestions. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all of you. If you watched all the way to the end, comment a crab emoji. And make sure to let me know what types of videos you would like to see in the future. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!